Welcome everyone. This is assignment number 7, I believe. Yes, one red balloon. It's the essentials group of Project 52. And I'm going to critique these beautiful images. Haven't seen them yet. I glanced at them a little bit yesterday, but haven't seen them. So we'll start out with Michelle's shot, which does two things. It's a nice composition, Michelle, having the balloon where everything kind of intersects here. That's kind of very nice composition. It also tells a great story. So, a subtle monochrome background. The balloon here deflated on the snowy tree tells a great story. That's a lovely shot. Blue Lace Daisy. Blue Lace looks to me like it's a little underexposed, and the reason I say that is these highlights should be very bright and they're dull. And if I bring those highlights up to a brightness, then I think I'm going to get a cleaner background here. If gray was your choice for the background, I'm not loving it. If white was your choice for the background, I think it would be perfect. But it's so far underexposed here by about a stop and a half, at least, that we're not seeing it. Now I bring this whole thing up in my mind's eye. I bring it up another stop and a half. 2 stops, and we have something very, very nice. And what a lovely idea, creating the balloon out of all the accessories. Great idea. Watch your styling in here. This has to be so perfect when you do these kinds of string things. You're close. You're very close, but it's still not quite perfect. And sometimes a little bit of beeswax or something like that to hold these strings into position down here will do you a lot of good. Good job. Nice idea. So we have a red balloon in the pick. Okay, I guess that's this. All right. I'm not sure if the art director, if you gave this to an art director, they'd be all that thrilled with the red balloon. But I kind of like your shot. Now, if you're going to do ice, it's got to be bright and white. All of this in here looks pretty good, but this ice starts to look a little gray. It might be a little bit gray around the bottle to give it a little bit of shape here, but we got to get this ice back up bright. Like your composition, like cutting it off. Nicely done with the bottom of the bottle here. That's a nice design feature in the bottle itself. So good job with that. As far as the red balloon, okay. Still Bill. Bill has 1, 2, 3, 4 shots here. Bill, these are really all of them are very good shots. There's just no doubt about it. The concept is there. The photo illustration effect that you like to do is here so well presented. I love the gal with the balloons and the painted background. I really do, but I like the guy. I like everything about this shot. The angle, the slight angle that you've got him at here, it's just kind of a very clever, artistically done image. This is a keeper, as is probably the one above it. Definitely a keeper, but this is portfolio material. Let's get it into the book right away. You got the balloons that say hurrah, hurrah. You got the face that says, meh, not really. Great juxtaposition of color, design, style, and mood. I think you got a real hit there, Bill. Real hit, big hit. Tammy Bogstrand is gonna pop that balloon. Tammy, I want to see a silver knife. We got to angle that knife to pick up that white fill card somewhere. There's got to be something to give us that, because the knife goes too gray. I'm not saying that every knife everywhere has to be a reflected light source, but this one desperately needed it, because without the knife being that bright, we have 2 rather dull objects. The knife and handle is rather dull, and then the balloon, by the nature of it being red, is its own dullness. So got to turn that knife just a little bit and pick up a white surface. But concept, real good. Like it. Thank you so much for the setup shot. Setup shots are great, guys. Really love them. GKMB. All right. Got the ice crystals on the balloon. It's Nice concept. It's well executed. I very much like this top one more than the one with the shadow across the balloon. Like this a lot. I think a little bit more of the end of the balloon would have sold us on the balloon, on the fact that it is a balloon. I think we know that it's a balloon because of this over here, but I also think if I showed it to 10 people, we'd have 2 or 3 people not know what that is. So the idea of the ice on it's pretty good. The light looks a little like day. One is in the last sun. Just okay. Other taking a morning light, just the sun, nothing else. Okay. All right. Yeah. The natural light's fine. Try scrimming your natural light and playing with it that way. Yeah. Natural light doesn't always mean hard light. So see what you can do with that. I do like your concept. Texture is nice, and of course the monochrome. A red balloon, Sefton. We have the young, looks like a young lady blowing up the balloon. I think it works really well. I'm just not crazy about this highlight right here on the balloon for some reason. I can see it's beautiful in the eyes. Your subject has got the really nice in the eyes. Goes a little bit dark over here to me. Look how bright this ear is. Look how dark that ear is. And yet look how light the hands are here. It's almost like 2 lighting kits in one, right? Flat light in the front and a dramatic light in the back. Let's get a white card or some sort of fill card over here on this side of the face so that the face doesn't just go off into that shadow. Look at that shadow edge there. The transition from the diffused part of the face to the shadow is quite dramatic, and I think it hurts the photograph. Background looks good. This little soft thing back there gives it kind of a horizon. I like that. Shoulders, hands coming up, very nice. Got a little color through the balloon, nice. Dwayne Middlebrook. I like this. I don't know what the little girl is here and the balloon is here. I'm not sure they're connected. She's holding the balloon. I love the little shot of the little girl. Look at this face, just pure, gorgeous little face here. Well, it didn't have to be sedate. It didn't have to be sedate at all. One balloon could still be an afternoon of fun. Natural light, because we can see it reflected back in here. Nice processing here with the balloon. Looks pretty good. I would have liked to see more interaction with it. I think you could have sold us with more interaction. You know, let her be overjoyed with the one balloon. I think that your original idea was probably the right thing to do. F11, beautiful. One red balloon, but we've got 2 other balloons in there. So not really doing the assignment, but at the same time I did say 1 red balloon, and that's what you did. So, okay, works for me. Backlight, which drives the light through these balloons and gives us these little darker edges, especially on the red one, which is a very nice feel to it. The red one has a different feel of luminosity than the yellow and the white one do, and I think that helps make it be the standout star. As far as the composition, I am uncomfortable. I don't want to say I don't like it, but this lining up with that one, if this had been up this way a little bit so they didn't line up, probably a little bit better. As far as I'm concerned, because this juxtaposition of the yellow and the red, I just jumps right out at me when I look at the picture. Lola, that's your shot right there, Lola. 1 red balloon, so similar to the one above you. You have other balloons in there, but you only have 1 red balloon, and I think that's we'll probably see some more of those. So okay, I'm going to allow that as part of the thing. I like this. I like you're telling a story with your stuff here, but I also think your light's too much. It's very bright, and we're losing some of the drama that could be here. And I think we see a little bit of it over here. You see how it drops a little bit darker up here, but it doesn't up here with these balloons. These balloons are just bright all the way through. I would like to see just a little bit of maybe some shadow or some edgy light or something to give this side a little bit more definition. This is the most interesting side. You see what I'm saying? This is really cool over here. We've got light and dark and shadows and edges and everything. And we got kind of a jumbled set of balloons on this side. And the red one stands out nicely against all the other colors. A little bit of a color, a little bit of a red coming in there. That could be confusing to the assignment. But yeah, it works really well. I think what would have even worked better would have been, and I see you've got the blue, red, and yellow, just like you have over here. Ditch the green. So blue, red, and yellow here, blue, red, and yellow on this side, and you've got something that's kind of, kind of fun, but the green doesn't fit because it's not part of that color scheme. So, well, even the white, I guess, would be fine. Nicely done. I like how you lit it, but I think a flag right in here between the softbox and your little kit here, and close enough to the kit so it throws a bit of a shadow over the little kit there. Very good. Thanks for the setup shot. I love that. Thad G. Oh, Thad, that's very clever. Does it say? Okay, it doesn't say if it's a composite or not. It kind of looks like a composite to me because you're just not going to get that shot very many times. It's like, did you get it? No. Oh, dang. Because that balloon's headed for the Great Wild there. Light is really interesting. We've got light coming from this side. I can see it on the clouds. So the light's coming this way. We've added some light in here. I love the reflections of the clouds, or what looks like reflections of the clouds. We've got some light along this side. The hand is open here. He's reaching for the balloon. Hopefully he's going to catch it. The only thing is, if this was actually done as a composite, it might have been even better to pull this ribbon, this little string here, to the side here. Like the balloon's blowing away from him. And not just hanging straight down, so it would be fluttering to one side. That would give him something to reach out and grab. But right now it's coming straight down, and I don't think it's as dramatic. But Thad, good job. Heck of a concept. Good idea. Just a little bit of execution there, and we'll have it. Trip Barker, right? Trip Barker, say mozzarella. Built a face out of a balloon. Pretty good job. What's that little white thing? Is that on my monitor? Nope. So I don't know what this little white thing is here. I don't know what it is, but it sure grabs my eye. Just snags my eye. That little thing right there. And the reason it does it, and some of you have heard me say this before, is it's a very tiny bright thing against a very dark field. Bright against dark. We're going to go look for it, look at it every time. Hard to critique it because it's such a personal approach to the assignment. I think it's very clever. Good job. Very good job. Say mozzarella. Very good job with that. Making a face. That's one I didn't think of. TSC Tempest. It's inside of a red balloon. Oh. Okay. Neat. I like that idea. I've never seen the inside of a red balloon. I really think that's pretty clever. Of course, you have to tell us what it is, but that's okay. Once you tell us, maybe we can figure it out. Let's see what else you've got up here. All right. The Japanese flag, red balloon, white snow, no brainer. Okay. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. This shot, Your ribbon is beautiful right here, by the way. Nice styling on the ribbon. These are hard to do. The ribbons are hard to do. So I'm not sure how you put that together, but that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That's very interesting. And TSC Tempest, we have very high regard for people who think outside the box, and that was way outside the box. Damien basically took the box and just shot the box and did a nice job with it. One red balloon, yes it is, Damien. Love your highlight over here. Shapes the balloon very nicely, the string running out, and then this very soft gradient that goes from a real medium gray up to a dark gray up here and gives us some real nice definition and depth to the picture. Simple photograph, simple composition, and simple concept, well executed. Outside, taking a picture against the sky. All right, one red. Was this the shot? Yes. One red balloon. Okay, here's another take of it. I like that, but I like the first one better. It's a little bit more moody. Chris Dean. Very clever, Chris. Good shot. Got the light up here, so we've got this kind of strobe. Looks like there's a strobe on this person here, and then there's something else on the balloon. Is that what we've got going, or is that that's just the specular from this strobe coming in on this person jumping up against the sky? Okay. Yes, and oh, nicely done. Got down low. The lower you get, the higher they jump, folks, because the lower you get, the lower you put your horizon, and the higher they get off the ground. And as Chris says here, he got down low, so she or he, I'm not sure. I can't really see the face. So the subject jumping here would be indeed above the horizontal. Having a lot of fun doing it. Good, Chris, because it looked like it was a lot of fun. Chris, a good shot. Very good shot. Well done. Well executed. You didn't lose a detail in the grass. You didn't lose a detail in the clouds. I think you could probably make these clouds a little bit more dramatic back here. And I also think you could bring this part of the coat up, and belt and jeans, just bring it up just a little bit. When I say a little bit, folks, that translates generally to like 10%. Little bit's 10%. A bit would be 20%. A skosh, about 5%. All right, Tracy Sutherland did his birthday. I'm not sure. Happy birthday. A helium balloon ran out of time. Several minutes. Okay. Shot the balloon, the thing on it. All right, nicely done. Doesn't quite fit the assignment, but you know, that's very nice how you got all this texture in here. That's really well done, Tracy. So you know, count that as a win. This is a difficult shot to pull off. You pulled it off. Count that as a win. It's obviously not going to go in your portfolio because it requires too much explanation as to what you did. However, the technique that you learned and you brought out here is something that we will take with you to shots coming up soon. Hanson M has one red balloon here. It's a water balloon. Oh, okay. Nice job, Melissa. Nice job for sure. That's kind of cool. I would like to know how many times you did this to get that water balloon to explode and catch it. Nicely done. There's the balloon drop, the famous balloon drop that you got to do. Good job, and thank you for the behind the scenes. These are fun things to do, folks. Try to catch them, especially with digital cameras. All the digital cameras have a bit of a lag time to them, and it's can be a bit of a problem. Behind the scenes thing, that's really great. Thank you. Important for us to have that. It really is. Oh, darn. So few shots. We've got to get our Project 52 people in here. Come on, Project 52 people who didn't participate. Come on, participate. Suki B, one red balloon. Suki, I'm not sure the execution is as good as the concept. The concept is great. I love the concept. There's a story here. I don't know what the story is. I really don't. Not sure I will ever know, but I'll make up my own as I do. What's happening here, though, is you've got this great concept, but the execution falls flat. We've got our chrome is seeing the blue sky over here, and it should be lit up a little bit more, just a little bit cleaner. It doesn't always have to be a car shot, by the way. I'm not saying, hey, let's bring in our 10 6-foot wide banks of reflectors to get this side of the car, but the chrome cannot all go blue-gray. It just doesn't feel right, and it doesn't sell me the image. you've got the perfect amount of this guy here, but I'd love to see it if you could do it where his face didn't come into the mirror here. So there'd be a little bit of separation, even if you had to turn the mirror, cheat the mirror a little bit. It's an old-fashioned car, which has got the interesting steering wheel, and there's just the right amount of light coming through on the balloon. That works. I even like seeing through this to that dock over there and the tree. I like that. What I'm uncomfortable with is this just not. It's not made enough. There's some making instead of taking. There's no doubt about that. You made this. You conceived of it. The conception is yours. It's all of that. But then when the execution came, it's still leaning towards the take instead of the make, and we need to work on the make on execution. Oh wow, and it's a stranger shot too. Excellent. All right. Now, one red balloon. I think the assignment was one red balloon. And we have 3 red balloons, but that's all right. You know, I guess we'll give you a break. Nicely done. It's very simple. This is taking the subject and making a graphic out of it. And when you make a graphic out of the subject, you create something that doesn't exist in real life. So this is kind of clever. They're all kind of ganged up here. I would love to, I'm kind of wondering what it would look like. These two just like this, and this one up here, to give it some dynamics. Because right now they're kind of clustered. It's not bad, but, give me a break in, but this is a shot right here that everybody can do, okay? How could you take those 3 red balloons in front of a black background and show us something we've never seen before? This is, you know, we've seen this. This isn't like it's a cliche though, but we've seen this before. Balloons floating against a dark background. How could you take these balloons? Where is that point where you can get in close or far away or whatever and give us something we haven't seen before? I think that would be very, very cool. David Maynor. There's our red balloon. That's thinking way outside the box, David. We love it when people think way outside the box. Love it a lot. That's very clever. Well done. I think your Photoshop stuff did pretty darn well here, actually. I mean, at the size I'm looking at, that looks pretty clever. And I like your little red balloon in there. That's a very editorial approach, very outside the box. David, that's really good. Thank you. Excellent. Ego f-stop. We've got the young lady running with the balloon in her hand. Okay. The background is kind of fun. I like this playful light here. But at the same time, we're standing up and we're shooting at the same level as we stand. Where our view of this is not any different than any adult standing around seeing a kid. We're looking down a little bit at her and here. And when you have just a kid and a balloon and a park and that kind of light, my thought is, give me something I haven't seen before and give me something that I couldn't have just taken. You've got everything working for you here. Great light, great kid, balloon, a dark field behind, and I don't think you took advantage of all those. As it is, it's not a bad shot, but it's more of a snap, of a click, than it is of a made photograph. And you've got so much going on here, so much good stuff. Look at the light in her hair, a little bit of rim here. The balloon's beautifully rimmed. All these things that could have been taken into play in this image. And Ego f-stop, I want you to do it again. I want you to make that shot again and really, really make it work. To Cochin. Yeah, okay. All right. I love this. This is quite hard. I couldn't stop the balloon reflecting everything. Wow, you know, it's almost as if the guy who assigned this was aware that balloons are really hard to photograph. I mean, it's almost that way. Yes, balloons are really hard to photograph because they're round and they show you, especially the very reflective red balloons, like the ones that have the real shiny surface. They're they're giant mirrors of everything around them. They are hard to photograph. I think you did a good job with this. I think the concept is great. I love the fact that the pot is the same color as the red balloon. Very nice too, Coachin. I still think your light's too far away. Just a little bit of light here, and we really could have done something nice with some highlights there. Nice. Fenwick Art, Dan, gorgeous shot. Just wow. In every way. That's just fantastic. Definitely a portfolio shot. Definitely a portfolio shot. Excellent. Christina Cabrera. Yes. Oh, Christina, we looked at this shot over on the Pro thing. Yeah, nice. Nicely done. Very clever. I like the top one better than the bottom one. Very nice. Oh, and that's it. Oh my gosh. Oh, my Project 52. We didn't have very many pictures. We got to get more pictures. Tell your friends. Tell your neighbors. Hit the guy in the arm next to you. Go on here and find out what happened. I mean, Run Red Balloon. That should have been a fun assignment with a lot of people. As it is, we had wonderful photographs. Nobody missed the mark. Everybody did a nice job. Some of you are going to work harder on this. What I want you to do is to understand so much more about making than taking. Don't be satisfied with the image. Foam core is cheap, as are whiteboards, poster boards. They're kind of like a foam core. You can get them at the dollar store for I think they're what do they run at the dollar store? I think they're $1. You know, 6 or 7 of those in the back of your car, and you've got some amazing light. You natural light shooters, you've got some amazing things. Not so much to bounce light, but to provide something for that shiny source to reflect, like the car we saw with the guy and the excuse me, and the balloon in the car. Setting up some white cards, not to bounce the light, but to give that car, that chrome, something to reflect, and maybe not in all the chrome, just parts of it, and really be able to shape it. So excellent all the way around. What a great assignment you guys did. I can't wait to see the classical music cover, but thank you so much for being a part of Project 52, and I hope that you are all learning a lot. Thanks.